Test, test, test. Hello, hello. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Hey, made it on time. All right, anyways, yeah, welcome. My name is LightShade6850, and today I'll be reacting to the latest episode of Lego Masters Season 5. And, and that's what I'm doing today. Me, first off, get title adjusted. Yeah, anyways, welcome anyone who's in. Oh, I see. Hopefully everyone's day's been going well today. As for me, it's been alright. Kind of just got caught in like a big thunderstorm that just happened, I think about half an hour ago. Yeah, raining really heavily, but it wasn't too long though. Passed on, so we're past. Alright, we'll be right there in just a moment. For the timer, I will get that started once ready. Be sure to bring some snacks or treats or anything, or any food if you want, your drinks, as you sit back and relax. And yeah, just a moment from now, just 10 minutes from now, we'll be able to start with the episode. My snacks. I have to go and get a plate. Be right back in just a moment. Alrighty, I'm back. I got some done, and yeah, I just kind of recently got in the mail some parts for a mock that I'll be making. So I won't do it on stream though, but just wanted to just say that I made an order on Pick a Brick on LegoShop.com or shop.lego.com, and yeah, just managed to do like order with both best selling and then standard parts. Well, one of my orders came in. It was like 2 weeks ago, and then I think this is like the second one came out of standard ones. Standard parts take a little bit longer to ship compared to the bestseller ones. So because the bestseller ones are a lot more common, with the parts also being available mostly in a Lego brand retail stores. Um, and I just best kind of just um, take my trips like if I need to, if I really need parts like specifically like the white tree branches. I've seen that in one store, and I just try to just get as much as I can. I don't just like put it in the box right away. I just like stack. What I do is just like stack it. I know a lot of AFOLs who do this too as well. You just stack it, and then just kind of just use the space and the area and the density, or wait, yeah, or just the spacing around the new boxes to which you put the parts in, and then just kind of just um, angle it and then adjust it, or just make it so that it can just fit in the box. Almost like playing Tetris, but it's not in that case. You just kind of like fit all your parts in, have them like connect, or just have like the smaller pieces, you know, just go in because I mean they're small and you can just easily fill like any gaps in there, so you have enough of the volume being covered from the inside of the box, and then you can just kind of like let that be like the topping or the finishing touches. You're gonna feel like a pick a brick box. I remember like what was it back then? We used to have like the really old pick a brick tubs. They were like the clear plastic ones, and I still have those still, and a bunch of AFOLs do have them as well. Um, those I feel like those were pretty good. I'd say maybe better than the boxes, because they could just like stack in a lot of parts. I think the only issue was is that the smaller bucket was like a little bit small, but you kind of have to just fill it in around. And since it was like a round cylinder and not a box like that's like square shaped or like a cube, it's kind of hard to like just put parts stacked all together in such a weird, well, not weird, but just like in a angled position in which it's like a cylinder. So you have to kind of just like stack parts going up, um, and then just fill out the insides and other inside gaps with any filler pieces that, like small pieces that you can just put in, so cover up those spaces. Um, the smaller one, it wasn't too much um, that you can just put in, but with the larger ones, the larger cups, you were able to put a lot more pieces. But I think that the boxes now are a lot more better, even though they're a little bit more up in price now than they used to be. I think it just kind of still does the job and a lot more fairly is able to accommodate more pieces in when they're even stacked or just individually just put in the box. So yeah, that's just a thing I just wanted. I mean, AFOLs are pretty clever in ways. Oh, pretty clever in figuring out ways to just put in parts that they need into the box. So they do use their smart brains and their expertise to just be able to just put in parts, that they need the box. I was also getting like these like tower structure pieces for like to just put in the box because since they're like very long and very tall, putting them upwards wasn't really the ideal way to just um, put them in the box. So you have to put them like facing down flat on the side, on its side, and then just fill in those gaps, or just like kind of go up diagonal, or just straight from the top to the bottom, or from the left to the right, and then just add more of those tower pieces until it just gets full, and then if you want to add more, you can just fill up the whole box entirely, and then just get another box and different parts, or the same parts in. But it. At least it just fits in the box, yeah. But just only on its side. But those are like those tower pieces are like really really good for like making a lot of industrial builds and like structures, buildings, machinery, or just to be like putting it in like a mock that requires like a big room, or that it's like kind of like portray like a factory or a machine, or just parts of it like a big giant vehicle. The way to accommodate those parts into the bigger brick box is it's nice to kind of just put it in, but just to kind of just be wary of how you put it in because sometimes it won't fit, but a little bit some little small, not too much force, but just with enough like how do you say it, like tightness to actually getting it to get a snug fit into the box is just what you, yeah, just arrange it, in whatever way you need to, um, and put in more parts of the same kind or some different ones. Yeah. And then as for so now we're just going to change topic for the initial thoughts of this episode, which is about to start in just 2 minutes from now. Oh wow, okay. Here, let's start. So yeah, I have no idea what we're gonna see or find out because I know that we're gonna be making one by one replicas of objects in a room. So we'll just have to see like what contestants will make. But yeah, be fun. Ready. Yeah. About to get started in just a moment from now. Countdown is on. One minute left. I'm still ready. Get ready. Alright, let me get a countdown in. 20 seconds. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Alrighty. Oh yeah, let's go. I'm on time. Let's go! Oh, oh the classic, like, Friends, sitcoms. Oh. Oh no, Arnett's sick. Jamie and Amy are just there to comfort him. Oh no. This is entertainment. This is such good entertainment. You bought it. Oh, you picked it out. Oh, oh, snap. Oh yeah. Wow, that was a really cool sitcom episode. That should be real. I think we found a good new pitch. Ooh. Hello, Will. Woohoo! We're back in the 90s. Let's go. Oh, who remembers the 90s? Hmm. Crystal Pepsi. Was the best. Was the bomb. Good. Oh, well, we got the old phone. Old retro cell phone. Woo! Yeah! Here they are. Rick Masters, Jamie, and Amy. Ooh, challenge. Is it brick? Oh, from season 4. Oh yeah, the challenge. The Nintendo Entertainment System. Mhm. Oh dang. Pick anything in the room. They can pick anything. Jason Bateman? Oh, so they're gonna swap his stuff with their builds. Special guest? Ooh. Oh. Oh. The big one. Will be really cool. Ready? 10 hours. Get your brick on, let's go. Woo! Oh my goodness. Whoa, whoa. Are you okay? He fell off the skateboard. Not on it. Whoa. Corey and Rebecca. Well, that was Corey. Corey's okay. Don't worry. He's okay. Bullet blades, lava lamp. Many things. Are you now? What? Luke's like, let's. Luke wants to take the bed. He wants big. And, I mean, the drum set looks big. Oh, oh my. Dang. He doesn't really want to just make sure if it's gonna stay there. And oh, Amy's voice. They're gonna take the bed. Oh my goodness. They're not kidding. They're not joking around. Oh, that bed's not heavy at all. I thought it was gonna be heavy. They're taking the bed. The most massive thing in the room. Dang. Oh, Walkman. Peak guitar. Oh, they're taking the keyboard. Another team's taking the keyboard. Arium looks interesting. Oh, skateboard, nice. Woohoo! Oh, Corey. Ooh. And Michael are I picked the guitar. Just like the Strandcaster. Stratocaster. Woo! Anthony and Joe got the amp. Oh dang. Poor Will. And you don't have to sit on the floor, there's like another chair right there. Hmm. We're starting. Oh, Ian's pretty good at building like the one by one stuff, as he mentioned. So this challenge should be or no problem for him. Hello, Will. And Luke. Yeah, that bit. Full size bed. So they want to get the shape down, and other parts they're gonna cover up too. Sheets, pillow, that. And then Michael. Chick Magnet. Not a bad name. Oh, dang. I wish I could play the guitar. But yeah, go Ben and Michael. Air guitar. Stratocaster kind of represents this build. Ooh. The bed was like completely like crazy. Anthony and Joe are building the amplifier. So they're measuring. They have the Technic frame being built. Oh, yikes! Oh, the grill pieces have to match also too, off by like one or two studs. Dang. We're on ad break, but it's a quick break. But I think there's like a one by one grill piece. I think so. I'm not really sure, or maybe it's just like a print of a tile of a flat tile. But yeah, it's because a lot of the majority of the grill pieces from Lego are just like one by two. So it's like if you're gonna do like a one by one, you have to do it like when it's upright. But according to like the amplifier, like the grill pieces have to be like sideways. And I just saw heard some screaming goats. They all stayed ad. Doctors, nurses, doc. It'll be quite interesting to see how Anthony and Joe will go through that challenge. We're back. We're back. 7 hours and 1 minute. Is it brick? Ooh, you got a phone call. Got a phone call. Oh yeah, we're back, by the way. Dang, Luke. There's gonna be a lot of parts. You're gonna have to work fast. Season 4. Oh, I remember this. The rug. Oh, dang. Oh, the pressure's on, really. Wow. It's a really big build. Guitar's gonna look pretty cool. Wonder how to do the curves. Oh, he figured out the code. The keyboard looks pretty cool. Stage Neon keyboard. Oh yeah, lots not techniques will be used. Not's really good. That's not on top. Here comes Will. Woo, nice spike. Ooh. And Will just having fun. 5 hours left. Ooh. We're halfway there. Oh yeah. Pull out. I did remember he wasn't on cart. That was pretty cool. And that was probably a really fun challenge too. But that was a really cool challenge. Kart race. Car race. Skateboard. But yeah. Corey and Rebecca. Using those slope pieces, so that's really nice. The base of the skateboard. The ends are looking a little bit like rigid, but I mean, there's there's plenty of ways it can make. It can do it. Like Anthony and Joe, they have to focus on the grill portion in the front of the amplifier, make it match it like scale. They have to also count like the studs that are just rounding edges, just so it doesn't stand out different. And Michael, electric guitar. Oh no, 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 not the doubting. Well, we're on ads right now, so seems like Ben and Michael are having just a bit of a problem with like the sloping and the curvatures of the guitar. Because I know like most of the bricks are just like square based, and I think they're maybe just having just a bit of a hard time just trying to get those slopes right. There are those inverted and those front facing curved pieces. I almost said peaches. Whoops. Pieces. Um, which could do the job as well. But at the same time, they have to just like get some slopes and smoother like plates to attach to the sides, just so that it can just flow neatly. It's just they just have to kind of just like figure out the build just within the studs and then see if the lengths kind of just match with the actual item that they picked, or the guitar. Oh. Anyways, we're on ads, so yeah. I wonder if they get like the new pieces like because I've seen like in like some of the newer like sets that Legos released, there's like these curved pieces that kind of make really good slopes and like rounder smoother pieces that kind of just help with like making curves really smooth and sharp and very like relaxing. Oh, and I'm hearing a Reese's ads with you know who. um, but yeah, I'm just wondering if they have enough of those pieces or if they have those pieces in like many different colors um because I think they'd usually they'd have like that like those newer curved pieces in like most basic colors, um which is kind of like based on like if they're in sets, any existing sets or like parts packs or like brick tubs or such. um I'm just only wondering if they have it in like most like the base colors just so that they can just be used in a majority of builds. um oh whoa. I guess I can look it up. Yeah, I guess I can look it up really quick. Or I don't know if I have time to look it up. Right. Look up curve. Oh, well. Maybe it's the slope. Oh, we are back. I think it's the kind of slope. Yeah, I'll just keep it off for now. We're back. We're back from the ads. But what's curbs though? They're building the frame. They can use snot. Oh, maybe because they use like a rigid like outside. You're never too old for toys. No one is. Ooh, he can play the drums? 1 hour left. Yo. You... Go, Will, go. Woo! Beat those drums. Oh my gosh, can we get an autograph? Yo, I didn't know he was a well-distinguished drummer. He played them so well. Dang, he should be in a band. Alright, we're back to the builds. Oh, don't worry about filling in the guitar, just cover it up, you know. Or cover it up, or not, you know, I mean, I don't know. But you can cover it up or fill it. And Luke, wow. Oh, Jamie's giving the advice very well. He knows because the weight is going to be heavy, so you have to leave some gaps. You can have some weight, able to at least still have, so it's still connected, but it can still be carried. If they have to carry it, then I don't think they need to. Careful with that. Be steady. Oh, it's bending. Hold. Oh! Woo! Woohoo! It snapped together, but we can't celebrate just yet. Have to get the other sheet on. The Anne and Luke's bed build is very, very ambitious. That I gotta say. Well, Ben and Michael did take the guitar apart, rearrange parts and pieces, make the round sides. 10 more minutes. Oh my goodness. Or Rebecca and the skateboard. Oh, Anthony and Joe, you can do it. Getting there. Dang, the pressure's on. Next sheet. Careful, careful. Oh, I hear. Oh, dang. One Piece. He said the One Piece. Piece of cake. Oh, uh-oh. Oh, dang. Oh! Oh no, the sheets bent and they only have half limits left, 10 minutes left. Oh, no! Oh, dang! Oh, oh, dang! Like the bed was like, like once they put like the first frame, well, the first sheet, I should say, it's it looked as if it snapped in place, but then once they put the second one in, it did attach. It's sort of attached, but then at that point, the first or previous frame or the sheet, I can't believe I'm saying. Sorry, that first sheet was like bending a little bit down. It was like sagging off like into the center because there wasn't enough weight distribution. But when the second one was added, it connected. But it was still, I think, as well at this, just like with the first one, it was still a little bit ill attached too. It wasn't like attached completely. And then the third one, well, it was like the I guess I'd say the pillow or like the the headrest section. When I put that on, um, like one portion on the left side was like coming off. Um, but they set it down though. But then after like a couple seconds, just right into after they placed that in, the first um like cover sheet was like it started to like bend and then in the center and then it actually just caved in from the like the middle and then yeah, I forgot to mention there was like a hole in between like the first and second sheets, but the first sheet was like already bending and then it just like did not have any interior like supports to hold it up and then it just like with so much of the weight being like there just to hold it up, it didn't connect and then it started to just break off and yeah, just it just caved in. Yikes. Dang. And then I think the second one also got a minor cave in as well too, following that the first one. So, oh yikes, this is this is not good. Oh no. Dang. Oh yeah, and we're on ads by the way. So yeah. Dang. I'm not. I wasn't sure if the bed thing was gonna work. I was thinking they were gonna have enough time. They had to work fast, but they're really vicious. Dang. Just when I thought when Ben and Michael were having issues, this the next one here is like this one's too daunting. It's too much. Dang. Oh yeah. And then speaking of One Piece, yeah, it's been announced. I think back in June or July that they are actually going to be. I think I've already said this before, but yeah, they Lego is officially releasing Lego One Piece sets. So, but it's not based off of the. Well, it is based off the anime, but it's the focus is like on the TV series from Netflix. So yeah, there will be like a couple sets based on the TV on the Netflix series that will be available in August. It looks like. I think some people have already gotten early copies for review, um, but um, yeah, they're not released until August. So, yeah. So yeah, and each of the One Piece sets will each come with wanted posters, which are collectibles. So every set is different with a different amount of wanted posters. So I guess the biggest one will have the most, and then the smallest one will have like at least just a few or some wanted posters. Okay, we're back. No! Oh, dang! Oh no! The front fell down. I mean, the rear fell down. Oh no, dang. Bending. Oh no, the supports. Oh, dang. Dang. 1 minute left. Oh my goodness. Oh no! Dang. Dang. I'm sorry to say this, but I think it's just isn't it's too much. The weight's too much. Time's up. Bricks down. Oh dang. Good job, everyone. Dang. Dang. I think they just go first. Wasn't easy. 10,000 bricks. My goodness. They got the front, the like the headrest part in. Oh dang. I think the guests will see it. Maybe we just hide it, cover it up with a blanket. Okay, next up, Ben and Michael. Tar. You know what? That doesn't look too bad. Oh wow, they even do they did the wiring. Ooh, I didn't know they do that. Hmm. Oh, I like how they use like the sharp edges and the like to just kind of like just be there as like texture, you know, to make it look flashier. Oh, they use plates too. Well, just like the straight ones, but I mean, it still gets the general shape. Corey and Becca. Corey and Becca up next with skateboard. Oh dang, that checkerboard. Now I really want to play checkers. Like I can play checkers on the skateboard. Ooh, got the tape. That's a nice detail there. That's pretty cool. So it doesn't have to look plain. It at least has some like wear to it. Well, they got the wheels there too, like the hinges. Jamie wants to see a little bit more. He believes. Do it. Anthony and Joe are up next. Their amplifier. Oh dang, that looks pretty. That looks so. It almost looks real. Oh yeah, the different tones. Dark stone and light stone. Oh. Oh, with the hinges. Oh, they're. Oh, Jamie's pointing out something. And Amy also did point out some stuff here too. Yeah. Lewis amped. Stage Neon is next up with keyboard. Ooh, wow, the key. Oh wow. Well, the keys, they are smooth and they almost look like actual keys. Oh wow, they even got the angled curve, like the angled slopes, even with the grill pieces, I think. Oh. Oh, that's so clever. To make the buttons, they have like some plates stick out. Dang. That's amazing. Ian was cooking. High five. Game time. Alright, all the stuff's been put back in the room. Is it Rick? Oh yeah, I'm so ready. Ready for it? Wait, what? Not one? Two? Oh my gosh! Season 2, Mark and Steven? Oh my gosh! Yo, let's go! They brought them back! Woo! Oh yeah, they've been living the dream. 60 seconds? Well, they have to find out which one's real and which one's not. Rock, paper, scissors. Ooh. Mark, going first. Oh wait, they built the headboard? Ooh. Okay. Oh, I didn't know Luke and Anne and Luke built the headboard. Go. It's prop hunt. Oh dang! Oh, they got the electric. He got the electric guitar. Oh, the skateboard. Oh, they got the amplifier. Oh dang! He caught all of them. Oh, they had the keyboard still. Oh dang! He's almost gonna get. Almost he found them all. Hey, this song. Was in that that or we're in ads right now, by the way. But yeah, I recognize that song. It was played in like the Fortnite ad for Nintendo Switch. So, yeah. Anyways, we're on ads now, but oh my gosh, Mark almost it's so close to just identifying all of the items. It was just I don't know if he catches it or not, but I wonder if he's gonna I don't think he's gonna spot Sage and Ian's keyboard. But man, that's Dang, if he does, oh man, they all get caught. But at least I think Sage and Ian took the longest to actually survive. Their item took the longest to be seen. Yeah. It's like prop hunt, except the props don't move, but you're just trying to figure out what is real and what is fake. This is a fun little game. I like this. It's not bad, you know. You know, they should do this for like a lot of Lego events, you know, especially like conventions, you know, just get like a space, you know, a dedicated like open space. And then you get like maybe two duos to work together, and then they have like all the bricks, you know, that are around there. Or you can just make a miniaturized version of the game, you know, which is like smaller items, but you have to be in like a farther away distance just so that you can't tell which is which. And it has to be surrounded by a whole bunch of other items too. And then the builders build their creations, and then once they're ready, they just set them in place, and then just get like someone randomly to identify and figure out which one's real, which one's fake from a distance, or which one's real and which one's Lego, not fake. I mean, which one is Lego and which one is real, and then is whoever's items get like found, get identified, um, not too sooner, um, yeah, actually win. So yeah. So the last item that gets identified, or you know, or the longest that just stands in without being identified by the time by the moment time runs out, then that item that stays up the longest hidden is the winner. Yeah, I guess I mean that could work as like a like a small like smaller scale size of the game. Just have to find like just get a whole bunch of small items, you know, that are buildable from a 1-to-1 scale. I feel like this is like the big, the jumbo size version of this. This challenge is like a jumbo size version, and but it's a lot more. How do you say it? I wouldn't say simple. It's a lot more better suited, you know, to just make an item, any item, out of a 1-to-1 scale. It's just I think getting the like you know whole amount of parts and availability of parts to just design and recreate that. Just recreate any specific object, ordinary object that's in the room. Yeah, you need like a whole bunch of parts ready for at your disposal. So yeah, or it can be just like a challenge, like you just build at home, and then like you get a whole bunch of like items, like maybe get a picture of like a room or something, and then just get your bricks, build that, and then come on in when like that event or like convention happens, and then you just get like you gather all the items together, and then you just let people just play the game, figure out which one's real and which one is Lego. Where we're back. 10 seconds left. We're back. We're back from ads. Sometimes, sometimes. Ooh, he picked a race car. Oh my gosh! Sage and Ian. He almost got them all. Don't smash it. Don't smash it. Don't smash it. No! Oh! I didn't know he was gonna break it. I thought there was like another guess. I think that the two contestants or winners are the ones. Well, the skateboard's up next. Ooh! He picked it right up by the tail. It's brick. Yep, it bricked. The amp, real or is it brick?
Oh, there, it's a bit heavy. Oh, dang. There. Next item. Oh. Oh, oh, dang. He had to, he sat on the bed and he just tested out the headboard. It's insane, right? Last thing he chose? Race car. Real? Is it brick? Ooh, it's real. Ooh. Oh, the keyboard. Oh, dang. Big kick. What? What? Oh, no! Oh, dang, Will. Oh, Sage loved it. Oh, no. It fell. Our fingers. Mark and Steven, you're welcome. Thank you for coming. Thanks for stopping by. And Luke. Theirs was like a pretty big. It was a really big challenge, but yeah, I feel them. Dang. Imagine if the build actually stood up. You know, maybe it could have won. They just needed more time. I feel like. You know, just to get those bottom supports, just have a little bit more supports in the bottom, just so that, and just like enough like length so that the bricks can attach from the left to the right across. Yeah, it's just to make sure there's no open gap connections, or just or open ended gaps, or like odd connections, like if it's going like in an odd position from like one line of studs, or maybe like by three more or so. I don't say two because maybe it's like it connects by two right next to each other, but if it's like offset by like one or three studs, then I mean it's likely that it would have not have connected. But yeah, it was kind of hard to tell if it was the sheets were actually going to connect. Yeah, because I mean it was like a really long build, and I couldn't tell like whether from the left to the right ends that it was going to connect and snap in place. Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna look up what I was looking at earlier, and that was amazing. That was an intense challenge, I'd say. I see slope, slope curved. All right, there we go. There's something. Where's that? There's a lot of curved slopes. Where's the one I was looking at earlier? Curved slopes. Or maybe I skipped it. Okay, I'll check another page here. Well, I see sloped curved. Oh, I was looking at it. I was like, oh dang. I see some slope curved inverted, and so that's one of the parts I was looking at when they were um when that one duo was making the skateboard. Inverted slopes, yeah. Uh, I love that the fresh pit at it. Just like slam the door. Huh. Still looking at slopes. I think it's like a slope curved. I think yeah, because I've seen like it could be like slope like a curved slope, which is like left or right. So yeah, it's what's like one of those, yeah. Or many of those. Alright, we're back from ads. Hmm. Oh. Who won the latest installment of Is It Brick? Who won? Who won? Survived. Sage and Ian! Woo! Oh my goodness. Congratulations. Oh. The bottom two. And Luke. Second team in the bottom two is Corey and Rebecca. Oh. The bed was easily identifiable, and then the skateboard was like the smallest item. Oh. Oh no. Don't say it anymore. Oh. Oh. Luke. Dang. Luke is confident. That I can say. He has confidence. And Anne was there, to help him out too. So he's a she was a good parent to him. Aww. They did so well. They were on a really good streak, winning streak. Dang. Yeah. Right, yeah, Luke's right. He did a lot of amazing stuff in Beats too. Uh, this is like dedication. This right there. I like it. All right, next week, semifinals. 100, oh, so close to $100,000. Greatest ball contraption! Ooh. Oh my goodness! Oh my gosh. Yo, that preview. I can't believe it. They actually implemented like a really good Lego tradition into the show. Wow, it took them that long. And speaking of balls, we got a quiz with balls right after. Wow, okay. Whoa, absolutely amazing. I'm pausing the timer. Woo! Dang, fun, exhilarating episode. Wow. Let me turn down the volume here. Wow. Well, that was a solid episode right there. It was so incredible. I liked that so much. That was a really great episode. All right, well, yeah, well, we got that out of the way, and yeah, so yeah, let's talk about it. All right, so yeah, so this week's challenge was to build a one by one ratio scale replica of an item in a 90s based room, and it could be any item, and a lot of the duos got to pick out an item of their choice. Um, a lot of big, a lot of small items, um, especially a big one, a big obvious one in the room. But yeah, they just went. All the teams picked out their chosen items, and then they just went on to building. And what we got was a skateboard. We got a electric guitar. We got an amp. We got a keyboard, and then last but not least, oh, we got like a bed. Yeah, you have not heard me wrong. They got a bed. There was a bed in the challenge. So yeah, all the teams, or five teams, got to already got together and went on to build their chosen item, and then were able to create replicas of them of the exact same scale, and they were and then what and once they were completed, they waited on for their special guest, or as I should say guests, because there was not one but two people who were going to come in as special guests to go look at the room and identify which which items are real and which items are brick. The brick, and yeah, and that was like the tagline for the game that they played. And it turned out the special guests, although it was like teased for like one of the celebrities that Will Arnett looked up to and had featured in the room. I thought it was going to be that, but it turns out I got fooled, and it was the guest was none other than the Lego Masters Season 2 finale winners. I forgot their name, but I know I feel really bad. Oh, I can actually look it up right now. So yeah, it was Mark and Steven. Yep, it was Mark and Steven. The two brothers. Yep, they returned to come in and play Is It Brick? And then I think Mark was chosen to go and play the game and identify which items were real or and which ones were brick. Um, Mark and Steven Erickson. Yep, yeah, those that duo that won season two. Um, that were the season two winners. So yeah, Mark was chosen. He went in to go identify the items, and he managed to identify every single item except for one of them, in which one of the items, the one of the last items he picked out, um, and well, I'll just say that I guess in the order that they were founding, or I think, well, actually not in the order, but I'll just say them out. He identified the guitar, he identified the skateboard, he identified the amp, and obviously he identified the bed. Um, Although that could have also been fooled had the bed been completed fully. Um, Even with the bed sheet. I mean, well, I think the bed sheet kind of helped hide its actual like form, but yeah. But even the bed rest in the back, the bed frame in the back, that I thought that was actually how do you say it? I thought that was real at first, and I didn't know that Anna and Luke were actually built that part. So it turns out it was Lego. And then last but not least, was it Mark picked out the race car, and it turns out that Mark did identify all four but one item that was Lego, and the last item that he picked out, which was the race car, was not Lego. And the final item that he didn't that he was unable to identify really quickly, but I mean, it was like almost times up. But it almost feel like he could have already seen it from that far of a distance. But the item that was not identified in time was none other than Sage and Ian's keyboard, which was like nicely rested on the side of the room. And yeah, it was like it was right there. And yeah, it turns out that item was found the last, or wasn't found in time. And Sage and Ian won the challenge. Wow! So at first they were like the underdogs in, but now they actually won a challenge. Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty amazing. That's pretty cool. And then just when Will picked it up, picked the keyboard up, he was gonna say, I was thinking like right from there, right off, he was gonna just say something that the Lego Group and Fox or something. I think it was just like the Lego Group would be proud to announce that they would actually release the set. Will turn the keyboard into an actual set, but then it got cut off accidentally, and then he dropped it. And oh dang, it was like it was like beauty. Oh, and then it just got smashed to the ground. Oh, but I mean, it had to be done, and if otherwise it wasn't going to be identified as Lego, or otherwise it would have been just a solid object, and Mark would have just already seen it from there. Yeah, yeah. So Sage and Ian won this week's challenge. So yeah, congratulations to them. But I think one of I wouldn't say it's like, I guess one of the more like drama based moments from the episode today was with Ben and Michael's or no, it was first with Anthony and Joe's uh amplifier, in which they had to kind of just rearrange the parts from the for the front half of the grill, because it was kind of going like off um the scale of the actual amplifier by one stud length off. So, and since they only had like 1x2 grill pieces, they'd have to kind of just make some arrangements to make it fit in, and also just still have that same appearance of an amplifier without kind of just making it stand out too much. So, but I think they actually did a pretty good job with it. Um, I like the shaping, and then especially like the texture on the grills, and even especially with the colors too. Like they used like some light stone gray or and light bluish gray and dark bluish gray grill pieces, and they didn't just put it plain like for one color. They put it like a mate. Just what they did was like just put a base color in there, but added just a little bit of a different color, just so it can kind of just have some like wear, and also just kind of stand out. To just be like a usual amplifier. Because it has like a background color, and then just like a little tiny subtle color, so that it can just blend in really well with the background and the setting of where the item was placed in the room. So it's a really cool technique that I really like seeing. So that that the items, or anything that you're building up the scale by one ratio is not too noticeable, but it almost looks exactly like actual original item. And the same go also that same technique was also noticed on as well with the skateboard. Um, yeah, because that one was smooth too, with a lot of smooth inverted plates and also the um, curved plates as well. That the ones that usually up top showing, but they also added some they added the base color for the front deck of the top deck of the skateboard, and then also added just a little bit of some like uh, extra little tiles that kind of just blended in with the base um of the skateboard's frames top cover, so or top front. So it looks kind of like it all again. It also looks like it has a wear, and it also kind of blends in with it's kind of blends in with the original item itself. So that again, I enjoyed that. I like seeing that. It just really makes the build stand out and make them just unique and almost like make them really feel like they're close to their original counterparts. Yeah. What else? And then there was also Ben and Michael that was building the electric guitar. They had at first when they were building it, they had the major Technic frame that was holding like the main bottom part. They already had like the what do you call it? It's like that. It's like the part where you just hold it with your hand, and then you just play with you press on like the strings, and then it's not the part where you strum, but it's like where you put your fingers on, so you can just um put them in different places in the wire so that it makes a different tune sound. Um, that part was already made, but they were kind of having some issues regarding like the smoothness and the curviness to the base of the guitar. So they were kind of just in having some trouble with that. But eventually they decided to just take it apart from what they had because they had like a rigid brick structure from it, and they just rearranged the parts and then also just redesign that main base structure so that they can just smooth out the edges and make it look uh, more smoother, have some more curves, make it look like just like the curvatures and the shaping of what the original guitar had. Um, I did notice some like sharp, like blocky shapes from the bottom, but those weren't too noticeable from far distance until later on when Mark identified it. But I did like from that build, like the in from the main base on the inside, the sharp edges and then like the triangle like shapes, to make on the guitar, so that it makes the design look a little bit more flashier and overall looks a little bit more cooler and give it some spice to it. You know? It's like an electric guitar, so it has like a shock value to it, or like a lightning shock value, almost like lightning bolts or something, or like some zaps or some zapping we call it shapes to it. So I mean, you get the idea. Well, you understand what it was or what it is, but yeah, it looks like a lightning or zap emoji or like symbol. So yeah, and then yeah, and so they rearranged that section, and then they managed to actually get the build complete. Um, and then lastly, the keyboard looked pretty cool too. Because like again with like the keys, the individual keys, they look almost like the real thing. Then along with like the dials and the buttons, and this same also goes with like the amplifier too, with the dials and the buttons. I really liked how they kind of just made those look like like the actual original item. And especially a clever use of for the parts of using like the flat plates to serve as the keyboard buttons. That was that was pretty clever too, because usually you would just stack the bricks on top of like the pegs and studs, just to make them bump up, just so that they could look like pressable buttons. But you could also just put them on the side, just make sure that they're connected on the side. A little like subtle little nub sticking out almost, so that it almost looks like a button that you can like press from a far distance. And I think that design technique was pretty cool. So yeah, even from far away distance. Yeah, that was a clever technique they used. The keys on the keyboard were smooth, and oh yeah, the shaping. There was like a slope on the left side that was like a whole like planted plate of grill pieces like going downwards. in a smooth shape. Um, it did match like the original item, and it was like flattened out and just it flowed down like in a slope very smoothly. So that another thing I like too. Yeah, so the keyboard was pretty cool. And that was nice. And then what else? We got the guitar, we got the amplifier, we got the skateboard. Oh yeah, I like the wheels on the skateboard too. And especially with the hinges on the bottom. Yeah, they look nicely made. And then last but not least, we've of course had the big bed. Yeah, the bed. Like Anna Luke picked that one, and it was surprising because I didn't know that they were gonna pick that one. I thought they were gonna pick something smaller. At first, they were like, "We'll take the bed," but then they're like, "Oh, maybe they could go smaller." And then they're like, "Okay, we'll take the bed instead." And yeah, they took the whole bed, and it wasn't that heavy at all when they brought it out of the room and into the floor for recreating it. So I was wondering, like, wow, this thing was probably heavy, but no, it was really light. Yeah. Um, it was a really ambitious build. Luke had a plan, and and the plan was going well. For like the individual sheets and the main frame in the back, the bed, the bunk, or like the bed frame in the back. That one was solidly. That one was solidly, or was a solid build. It was really well done. I liked it. I think that was the one thing that I that kind of fooled me because I didn't know they were actually going to build the back part of the bed. Um, but yeah, they did that one, and then eventually they got on to like the bed sheets, and they were separated into like three sections. So you have the first two coming from the rear and the bottom, and then you have one more which is serving like the headrest or like the pillow area, which was in a different color. It was white, and then the bed sheets, of course, were in like a light blue and a regular blue, and yeah, those were like the colors. Um, the major struggle from the episode, from what we saw, was that it was a really big build. It was very wide and long, and a lot of the sheets were like just full of bricks, like all together interconnected, and they had to be laid down onto the bed frame very delicately and very neatly. Otherwise, there was a risk that bricks would snap or it would just actually bend from the bottom down because of so much weight distribution being held all together with all those bricks being attached. Um, there was a back support in the bottom underneath the bed, but from what I saw, there wasn't enough supports to help hold like the individual like sheets up um, up for long. So, or there wasn't enough like supports in the bottom of the bed to hold the bed sheet frames to keep them holding up. So I think the issue from there was that there was not enough supports in the bottom. Had there been a lot of supports in the bottom, I think, and like maybe multiple more, not just like maybe three, but just maybe like five or seven or maybe eight or so. Had there been a lot more supports, I think the build would have stood up a lot more better and held up those sheets in place and securely. I think the back bed for the headrest with the pillow, that one kind of like one part of it kind of did come off on the left side when they were attaching it, and then as they were like putting up that on, that was like when the bed sheets, middle and the far end were like starting to snap off, and then eventually the bottom portion of the bed, with not the bottom frame but like the front, like facing rear frame of the bed, that was covered already. That one came off um, again with like a weight that was like being pressed onto it. I was like worried at that time. Like I thought, like, dang, it was like 10 minutes and then 5 minutes. Everything was going well, and then everything just started snapping, and then it was like, oh my goodness, how are they gonna be able to jump back in from this? Like, oh, jing, it's like it's over excessive. It's too much. So kind of a letdown that in the end, build was like the build was incomplete. Um, there was like the front portion of the bed was finished. It was just like it was only just the middle and then the rear sections that wasn't completed in time. Um, so yeah, I do kind of feel bad for both Anne and Luke, but it was like a really tough challenge or a tough build to pull off. So I mean, I feel them. And if had it been built, it would have been really amazing and a big feat to like go off against like the former rug that was in the previous challenge from the previous season back then. But yeah. But anyways, yeah. So yeah, it turns out that the winning team was Sage and Ian, who won with their keyboard, and then the team that went home with was Ann and Luke. So yeah, I know it was kind of very unfortunate to see. I was really bummed out, because they were doing so well this entire season. They were like, oh my gosh, they were doing so well. Like Luke always had a plan in mind, and then Anne was there to help him out, with the builds, and then just making sure everything connected very well. And yeah, they were pretty much a really good duo, and I liked their dynamic and their them working together. So really nice to see their growth, and their personality, and also seeing them just be willing to take on any challenge that came right in front of them, and they managed to just solve through the problems with their thinking and problem solving, obviously, and with their connections and their teamwork. So yeah, um, I appreciated it. So that was that was a great run for what they were doing and what they did. And yeah, I applaud them for their effort, their hard work, and their dedication. And yeah, it was pretty amazing to see on screen. So yeah, it was amazing, beautiful. I like that. So yeah, and then right when the episode was just about to end, we were giving a sneak preview at what's to come up for the next episode. And yeah, we are right now for next time or next week. There will be a season semifinals. So it's the semifinals for the for for season 5, in which the builders will now be again duos, in which their challenge will be to build. Um, yeah, wait for it. And they're going to be building in a great ball challenge. So a great ball challenge, yeah. So yeah, that's quite surprising and amazing because I've been seeing like in a lot of Lego conventions, the GBC, or as it stands for, Great Ball Contraptions. Or yeah, well, not challenge. It's a Great Ball Contraption challenge. So yeah, it's GBC. So Great Ball Contraption. And yeah, and as I've seen from a lot of Lego conventions online and in person, um, they're like they're like Rube Goldberg machines. So what they do is just like they bring like little balls in machines, and there's so many like modules that they all interconnect with each other. They have to, but they're all connected to from one end to another, and what they do is just transfer balls from one module to the next one, and they're all run by motors and electronics. So the whole machine comes all together once those motors are activated per each individual module, and they each function and turn on and move the balls in a mannerly order, or in just a like big you know collective bucket or so, and then they just transfer the balls onto the next module and onto the next module, and so on and so forth, and they just keep going on and on and on into an endless loop. So yeah, that's going to be next week's challenge, and from what I saw from the previews, the balls are not going to be small. They're going to be actually really big. They're going to be like the size of the round, like big Mindstorms balls. Like the not small Zammer spheres, but like or like the basketballs or soccer balls, like the little tiny ones. It looks like to be the size of the balls are going to be the size of like the Mindstorms balls, or like those round like test balls that you see. I remember seeing like the blue and red balls in the Lego Mindstorms NXT set. Um, so they're going to be like transferring those big balls instead for the contraptions that they'll be making next week. So, yeah, different size. So it's going to be not small but really big, and I can't wait to see how that's going to work. Wow, yeah. We'll get to see that, and I'll be tuning in definitely maybe next week. Or wait, it's actually next week? Wait, hold on, let me see. Next week. Oh, dang. Okay, all right. So it's the 21st. Oh, all right. So, yeah. Okay, so already, all right. So I have some pretty bad news. Well, onto my end actually. So since it's gonna be next week, the episode will be next week, I don't think I'll be able to be in person. Well, maybe I will be. I don't know, but we'll just have to check on the updates. I will be on vacation, I think, next week, so I won't be able to do a reaction stream. But maybe there might be a chance. I'm not really sure though. Um, it could be just like a post. Maybe I won't be able to be viewing it like this. Maybe it'll just be a recording post, or maybe I won't, or otherwise I probably won't be able to react to it. But yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. Um, just keep an eye on Twitter just to make sure to see if I will be streaming or not. If I'm able to just otherwise take my equipment or figure out another way to just record the watching it because I'll be elsewhere. I won't be in my regular usual spot to just watch it. So yeah, yeah. But again, we'll just have to wait and see. But if you are able to watch it on your own, and then that's great. Yeah, good for you. I mean, if I don't get to see it, that's fine. If I don't get to do a reaction, I'll just do it like maybe off another stream or when I get back. Who knows? But anyways, yeah. Can't wait to see what happens next week, if I'll be here or not. Again, just check Twitter to see if I'll be there or if I'll make a post saying that I will figure out a way to just see the episode prior or maybe right after when I get back. Yeah, just check Twitter and then I'll make a post for that. Yeah. Okay, so anyways, I think I've went on for a little bit far longer than I usually am. So yeah, I'm gonna end the stream now and end the reaction. I really like this episode. Pretty good. It was a really fun little game thing that they did, and yeah, I hope this is like a good idea that stems up in many other Lego conventions or serves as a nice little activity. If there are a lot of bricks to be had around and a lot of items to make a replica of as well too. So yeah, I think that's gonna be it for this episode. If I were to rate it, I'd rate it. Hmm. I'm debating whether it's 7 or an 8 out of 10. I think I'll just give it a 7 out of 10. Maybe because if I give it an 8, I'm just being a little bit too nice. I think, but I mean, I think this like figuring out which is brick and which is real is a little fun game. It's a really nice game, not a little game. It's a really big fun game. I like it. You just fool like a viewer's eye, and then they'd have to pick out which is really Lego. But if the time runs out, then they don't find it in time, then it gets revealed in the end, and then they get themselves already fooled already by what's revealed to be Lego and what is revealed to be Lego and is real. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, just I think a 7 out of 10. If I were really generous, I'd give it an 8. But yeah, I mean, had that bed actually been made, I'd give it an 8 because if it was really built, I'd be astonished. It was completely. But yeah, I understand it was like due to time constraints and also trying to make sure everything fit together. I know it's a big hassle, it's a big challenge, and I mean, yeah, it is what it is. But I mean, I enjoyed it overall, and I like the vision that team and duo was going towards. Yeah, it would have been amazing, but yeah, it was a fun challenge though, nevertheless. Okay, I'm gonna end now. So if you like to see more of these, please be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you enjoy it. Don't forget to leave a like on the watch along stream if you enjoyed seeing me react to this. If you're watching on Twitch, don't forget to follow. I'd greatly appreciate it. Always appreciate it. And then, of course, check out the Twitch schedule to see the current slate of streams I have for this week. There may be some streams this week. As for next week, it's likely that I won't be able to stream because I'll be on vacation. But I think in the following week I'll be back to maybe just stream a little bit more. But then I'll also be on another vacation right after that following week. But at least I'll be back though. And then lastly, if you want to see notifications or when I'll be streaming or any updates I need to make, which are prior or up at the last minute if anything else changes. Please be sure to follow me on X, which was formerly Twitter now, but I still call it Twitter anyway. So that way you'll stay notified of any updates or changes or any notifications or so, or any updates to when I'll be streaming and when I'll have when I'll be up to stream, and also check to see the links be posted on there. So yeah. So anyways, I'm gonna end it now. It went on for far too long at this point. This episode was fun. I really enjoyed it. It was a fun game and challenge, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed it too. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna head off for reals now. Oh yeah. Okay. So thank you for watching, and I hope you have a good day, afternoon, evening, night, or whatever time zone you live in. And yeah, I will see you next time whenever I'll be back streaming again. Yeah. Thank you for watching, and yeah, go and get the bricks and build some more. Yeah. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Take care, and bye for now. Bye bye. Bye bye. Thank you again for watching. Bye bye. Bye. Take care of yourself. Bye bye.